Right, I have another video planned for later today, something on a positive note, something I'm going to be kind of tearing into. It's a video that I'm going to be tearing into pretty heavily, just for fun. I figured it's kind of, with the amount of negativity that it comes around, I feel like just kind of just ripping into something, just to make fun of it, on a good note, really. No really bad intentions, no real criticisms, but kind of just throw jokes. They're pretty harsh jokes, but jokes nonetheless. But this has been bugging me almost all week, and now that there is even more information and more scandal around Take-Two Interactive being a bunch of dickheads, I feel like I'm gonna actually cover this and talk about it because this is some pretty massive bullshit, and I'm gonna call it out. So this article is from IGN. Borderlands 3. Take-Two adjusts investigation into streamer leak. Now, initially you're going to think, well, alright, well, possibly somebody was doing something possibly illegal. But if you've been following the story like I have for the past week, you know this is just a massive giant hit piece, basically bought out or sold to IGN to basically help them and to make them look good and make SupMatto look like ass. So, if we continue on through the article, give me 1 second here. If we continue on through the article, it says, this morning, hashtag boycott Borderlands 3 began trending on Twitter. The hashtag was created in response to a video published by Borderlands YouTube SupMatto, who claimed he was the target of an investigation by Take-Two Interactive over Borderlands 3 leaks. IGN has learned that 2K Games and Take-Two, the parent company of 2K, as well as Rockstar and Private Division, have indeed been investigating SupMatto's Borderlands 3 videos as part of a wider investigation into ongoing Borderlands 3 leaks. 2K serves as publisher of Borderlands 3, which is being developed by Texas-based video game studio Gearbox Software. Yesterday, YouTuber SupMatto published a video that claimed that 2 private investigators showed up at his residence to inquire about his Borderlands YouTube account. I don't feel like I have anything to hide. They questioned me about various things relating to my channel. The live stream was discussed on my channel, and they told me they were from Take-Two Interactive. However, our investigation revealed a complicated 10-month investigation initiated by 2K and Take-Two, the prominent Borderlands 3 leaks. Okay, now, think of it this way, right? This guy is a journalist. He's there to provide information towards his viewers, much like the failing New York Times or other shitty-ass newspapers. I'm doing the same thing. I'm reporting on what I feel is newsworthy, and I am giving you this information to do with what you will. Now, he's doing nothing wrong here. Now, if you've been following the investigation, the way he's obtained the leaks from Borderlands 3 was through investigative journalism, through a Twitch exploit, which is none of his fault, mind you. He decided to go down this rabbit hole and end up falling into... Now, let me just put it in Minecraft logic, right? He dove down this rabbit hole to look for diamonds, he found his diamonds, he mined the diamonds, lava came in and killed him. Relatively speaking. So he decided to dive down this rabbit hole, and through one of Twitch's exploits, he found a private stream. Long story short, he refreshed the page, the thumbnail on the stream changed, got some information through that until the live stream was done, which was a private live stream, mind you, and then he reported on it. Well, Take-Two was like, nope, and decided to take a flamethrower, summon everything that had napalm in it, decided to take jets that are dropping napalm and completely napalm this poor person's YouTube channel out of existence initially. Now, first, it was 7 copyright strikes. 6 were repealed and erased from existence. The 7th stayed on, as far as I know. Oh, there it was. Now, when the backlash train decided to steam up, it started chugging down the tracks. It's not going full speed yet. This outrage train is going down the tracks. People were reporting it, spewing all their information out, saying, hey, this is some bullshit. They were calling it out. And Take-Two decides to say, you know what, I'm just going to erase this guy's channel from existence. And now the outrage train is going full speed, and they're heading right for Take-Two. I'm going to make a prediction here. Borderlands 3 is going to fail massively just because of this bullshit. That's just my prediction. I'm going to continue on. Everything is a screenshot, by the way, because I didn't feel like fucking you know, recording the screen. This just makes it a lot easier, just editing screenshots, by the way. Now, this is where it gets kind of fishy about this article. In a statement to IGN, 2K confirmed the investigation into SupMatto. Take-Two and the 2K take the security and the confidentiality of trade secrets very seriously. The action we have taken as a result of a 10-month investigation and a history of this creator profiting from our breaking our policies, leaking confidential information about a product, infringing our copyright, a 2K Games representative said. SupMatto's video focused on an incident related to the Borderlands 3 Twitch extension, which SupMatto reported based on a Twitch exploit, as I mentioned earlier. It's not some crafty workaround, SupMatto claims on his video. On April 29th, the official Borderlands YouTube channel posted the reveal of the Twitch extension leading into the gameplay reveal, and the name of the testing accounts were exposed in that video. This wasn't found by me. So he was following leads. Okay, now let me back up here. The paragraph that says Take-Two and the 2K take the security of the confidentiality. So he's not breaking any policies, mind you. This is an employee that's feeding him information that he is reporting. This is nothing that he's done. He's not breaking in. From what we know right now, he didn't break into Gearbox, plant bugs, and put spy software on their computers, bribe employees, threaten employees, start threatening their families if he doesn't give them the information. There's no information that leads me to believe that he did any of this, mind you. And it's sad to see this happening to some YouTube creator. You know, I don't know. But it's sad to see somebody getting their livelihood destroyed by a giant, massive corporation like Take-Two Interactive. Bullshit. Now, the second thing is so, let me back up again real quick. This is definitely a paid piece by Take-Two that IGN has been throwing out here. This is a paid article by Take-Two to make an attempt to cover their ass and piss poor. Now, he's not leaking any information. He didn't break any policies. Now, the infringing of copyright, I think I doubt that. Because he's not saying that, hey, this is my property. I found it. It's not for the copyright would fall into his court, because or any copyright law would be in SupMatto's court, because this is his information. He's reporting it. Well, his content is, how do I want to word it? It's really weird to word, because copyright is such a giant complex thing that everybody fucking abuses. Or thinks it's funny. The information he's reported out in his certain way that he's published is his information. So his video is his property. That's his copyright. He didn't break any copyright claim. He didn't break any copyright policies. He's not like leaking out Borderlands 3 gameplay and says, "Hey, look at me. I'm playing Borderlands 3. Ha ha ha. This is my game. I made this." No, he didn't do any of that. Now, what SupMatto says is that about his Twitch workaround, it says it's not crafty. He literally just followed a rabbit hole, and the rabbit hole led him to some diamonds, some gold, and some other Minecraft materials, and eventually he found something that was diamond, and then led to lava, immediately killed him. I'm moving on. However, Take-Two alleged SupMatto's links to Borderlands 3 goes beyond just the Twitch extension. SupMatto's YouTube channel has published videos dating back to 2018 with information on Borderlands 3, including accurate details on characters and mechanics months ahead of Borderlands 3's official reveal. In our discussions with 2K, we've learned that the Twitch streams SupMatto used as sources were set to private, not public, as SupMatto claims. We were told that it was an exploit in Twitch's security that allowed SupMatto's community to data mine their way into getting access to thumbnail previews on what or private test streams. This puts into SupMatto's claims in his Borderlands 3 videos into question. No, it doesn't. The information he's sharing about the situation is incomplete and in some cases untrue. 2K representative said in a statement to IGN, not only were many of his actions illegal, but they were negatively impacting the experience of other content creators and our fans in anticipation for the games. Since SupMatto's encounter with 2K's private investigators, we've learned that he has deleted several, not all, of the Borderlands 3 videos containing leaked information from his YouTube channel, seemingly without rhyme or reason. These include several leaked reports published months before Borderlands 3's PAX East reveal. This is just a giant thing of bullshit right here. He's not breaking any laws. This is all public information. So if you go out and you take a picture of somebody who's doing something illegal, okay, think of it this way, right? You're taking a picture of police activity, and they're arresting some guy. Then the police come after you because you filmed them doing their job, and they said, well, what you're doing is illegal. No! You're doing this out in the fucking public! How is this fucking illegal? You're taking a picture of an event that's happening. So it's not illegal. This was all already public knowledge. And as far as I know, like 30 other, like a shitload of mainstream YouTubers that do like leaks and shit, like real prominent ones, like shit that's been like 1 million subscribers. I say like a lot. People that have 1 million subscribers, at least, have already, probably already had this shit reported, even when he had it out already. So I mean, this is not his fault. This is Take-Two and Gearbox's. Whoever's leaking the information's fault. It's within the company. It's not the people that are reporting's fault. This is the idiots who are leaking. So why are you blaming this retard? I worded that wrong. It's the retard who's leaking its fault. It's not SupMatto's fault. I probably should have. I got barged in here, so you have to excuse me. Now, what was I going on about? I completely forget. Let's go back here. No, they were going into how he was possibly doing something illegal using Twitch's security exploit that allowed to data mine. No, this was not real data mining. Real data mining involves hacking into say if they hacked into the live stream and they were able to view and record all that shit, and then they sent it to him. Now, yes, that would possibly be illegal because you're breaching security on another website to get information that could be damaging to somebody else. And yes, I mean, I work for a massive corporation. This shit happens not often, but it actually happened recently. People were selling off trade secrets and profit margins and all that shit. And, yeah. So that person got fired, and lawsuits came after that person because that person was leaking. That's how this works. Take-Two Interactive going after the journalist and not going after the person who's leaking, that's not how that works. That's not how any of that works. Now, on to the next point. Let's see. They say that the information he's sharing about the situation is incomplete and in some cases untrue. Well, no, I do believe the first part here, where it says the information he's sharing about the situation is incomplete. I do believe it is incomplete. We do not have 100% of the details. I believe we don't even have 75% of the details. I do believe we have about 75% of the details, and I think we can fill in the blanks. Now, what they say about some cases untrue, knowing Take-Two, how they've actually done this before, you can do some data mining yourself. That's what they call it. But really, it's information digging, because that's what they did. They dug for information and hit gold. If you do your information digging, you can see that they've done this at least twice before. Now, they say that his actions were illegal. No, it was public information. They were negatively impacting the experience of other content creators. Well, no. If anything, it was boosting them up as well, because they were reporting it. People that have not heard of SupMatto's channel, but heard of Dave's fucking gaming channel. Dave's fucking gaming channel, who reports this, he's probably got 20,000 subscribers, who's never heard of SupMatto. So now, those people are, they're going to sub to him. Instead of SupMatto, because they found his channel first. Dave's fucking gaming channel is reporting this shit, which is the same information as SupMatto. So, I mean, come on now. This is not illegal. This is all public information. And if anything, it helps creators build their fucking fan base. And the third point, saying that it hurts fans in anticipation for the game, well, no, it's all subjective. If anything, it adds more hype to the game, as you've seen with Fallout 4 with the DLCs. That ended up being disappointing. Very, very disappointing. But I was hyped up for the Automatron DLC. I kind of love the idea of making killer robots and having it to completely murder everything in existence. And that was pretty good. Now, they actually acknowledged that Take-Two sent private investigators to SupMatto's house, which, mind you, is not law enforcement. They sent no court orders. There's no court documents. So, I mean, what the fuck? They say that all of the information that was leaked from Borderlands 3, all the videos that it contained it were deleted without rhyme or reason. Well, no. It was pretty much out of fear. The last video he published was, I'm taking a break from this bullshit. I'm not reporting anything for another fucking 6 months or something. So he's taking a massive break. Out of fear, mind you. I move on. According to sources familiar with the matter, previously listed, Perks on SupMatto's YouTube channel allegedly offered access to a private Discord channel that included further Borderlands 3 leaked information in exchange for a $5 membership to his leaked YouTube channel. Bullshit. In SupMatto's video, he revealed that his Discord channel was server was shut down and received the following notes from Discord. Your account was involved in selling, promoting, or distributing cheese hacks or cracked accounts. Which, all of that is bullshit. He is allowed to make money on whatever he's reporting. He's allowed to do that. It's not illegal. He's being paid for his work, which is his journalism. And I do believe people should be paid for their freelance journalism. And I hate the word freelance. It's been completely murdered by Funimation, if you followed all that whole debacle. Now Discord shut his channel, or his server down, and they claim that it was involved in selling, promoting, and distributing cheese hacks or cracked accounts, which is bullshit. If anything, they could have said he was involved in illegal activity. I'm pretty sure that's what their terms of services says, but no, they chose that one. So yeah, that makes a lot of sense, fucking retards. On to the next and final. We've learned that both Twitch and Discord were investigating SupMatto's Twitch channel and Discord server respectively. We've reached out to both Twitch and Discord for confirmation. As we understand it, at this time, Take-Two and 2K are not pursuing legal action against SupMatto, but the incident is part of a larger and ongoing investigation by 2K and Take-Two over Borderlands 3 trade secrets. Major asterisk on that one. We take the necessary actions to defend against the leaks and infringement of our intellectual property that does not only potentially impact our business and partners, but more importantly may negatively impact experiences of our fans. 2K said in a statement, I just murdered a gnat. We have attempted to reach out to SupMatto for the story, but we're unable to find any available contact method on his YouTube channel, and both his Twitter and Discord servers are down. Well, we deleted his Twitter out of fear. So that major asterisk right there. If he was doing something illegal, then Take-Two would have taken legal action against SupMatto. They would have sent police and law enforcement and had him arrested. This tells me that this is just a massive, giant hit piece against SupMatto and silencing somebody who's been reporting leaked information from one of their employees. This is not a SupMatto problem. As I said previously, this is one of their employees' problems. Somebody inside of their company is leaking this information to said person, SupMatto. Find out whoever's leaking the information and fire them. Why are you going after the news reporter who's reporting the news? It's just like if the police were investigating. Let's use the Jussie Smollett lying case here, alright? That's like the police, somebody inside of the investigation was leaking information to a journalist, and then they find the information about, alright, well, this is the charges we're going to be pursuing before anybody else knows it. Then the police going to that reporter and having them arrested for leaking police investigative secrets. Yeah, okay. It's definitely not one of your employees. They're actually hacking it. No, it is whoever's leaking it, whoever's a part of that investigation is leaking the information out to your reporter. You find whoever's leaking it, you fire them, end of story. Fucking stupid. That's how that works. The way Take-Two has been handling this is absolutely bullshit. Do not buy another Take-Two game. Anything that's published by Take-Two, do not buy. They are on my do not buy list anymore. I think I worded that wrong. They're on my do not buy list now. Anything that's fucking sold by Take-Two, done. Gone. I'm done with them. I'm sorry, Rockstar. Love your games, but you're with Take-Two. Until you break up with Take-Two, I'm not buying any more of your games. Fuck you, Take-Two.